So, Karen, how long have you been associated with Shamta? When did you come to India? Just tell us about yourself.
My name's Karen, the Bright Eyes organisation, the founder, and I have been associated with Shamta for nearly 5 years. And the reason I decided to do an MOU with Shamta was because I believed in what they were doing, because it was in sync with my beliefs in trying to make a difference with young people, especially girls. There are so many traumas, so many things going on, and I felt enough wasn't being done. But we have organisations, which is wonderful. They do this bit and they do that bit. But with Shamta, what I love is they start from the beginning. They start the process of let's see how we can counsel, what can we do, and then they build and keep building. And then from as they progress and they teach them life skills, literacy, which I am a part of. That is really my passion, because we need literacy. We need them to learn to be able to have something to offer to the community and to their children. And so they start that, and then once they get to the age 17, 18, rather than going into streets or boarding houses, which can sometimes be unsafe, they have an opportunity to come to Shamta and come and be in the skills centre, and from there they look at their skills, what's their level of education, what their passions are. And I remember a couple of years ago I met this young girl here, and she wanted to be a singing taxi driver, which was awesome. She had the vision, and so they encourage everyone to have the vision, to have the passion, but let's see how we can get to those goals. Is it attainable? And so once we do this, and they then organise different businesses to see if they match the girls, what their passions are. And it's like an apprentice that we call apprenticeship in Australia. So it's an apprenticeship. So we also make sure the girls are safe, and I understand they then look at the community to see if it's safe for the girls. Then once they have a job for a number of months, then they get them into the group home, sometimes independent on their own, or they mix them with other girls. So they're teaching them independence, but then they become self-sufficient, where some organisations, with respect, will keep feeding, but they're not going to learn their independence. So with Shamta, over a period of time, they learn to be self-sufficient, independent, but it doesn't stop there, because what's happened is that I see is they've become a family. So they keep monitoring, they know that all the team is there with them, which is really great. And I think one of the things that really resonates in what I've seen the differences is that all the teachers, the trainers, the social workers give 110% of themselves. They're really passionate, it really shines, and you can see the difference. And some of the children that we've seen at the Alexandra home the other day, there are 6-year-olds and up. You would not know that they were traumatised. And as I said to the team, that reflects on them. They've done a brilliant job. And I just feel that as someone that's participated, I'm here long term. But when I got involved, I didn't see it as an instant gratification that I wanted to be a part of. I chose the project of literacy, and there are other things that we're looking at. But for me, speaking to people that might be interested, other donors, what I would like to say respectfully is that come, listen, ask questions, and don't look for instant gratification, because all of these things with these children take time. So what you're doing is investing in their life as they get older. You're breaking the cycle. So as a donor, please come and investigate and spend the time with Shamta. But what I can say is please listen and learn. And again, I say respectfully, please leave your egos at the door, because this isn't about an ego, it's about your passion. Do you want to make a difference, not for you, but for the children?
How long have you been associated with Shamta in terms of number of years? And
5 years. We've been associated 5 years, and they're stuck with us now. They're stuck with Bright Eyes. We're not going anywhere. So we will do as much as we can to make that difference as well and be on the journey.
Just in the last few days, where all you have been, and what have you seen in terms of interventions that has happened there, and why do you think that is important, and how this has evolved even from that perspective?
Yes. the past few days that we've been here, we have gone to the Ulazanga home, and the changes that we have seen, they've had opportunities to put more staff on, they've had more opportunities to train and assist the children, and now they're working with younger children. We have the older section, but we also have the young children, so you can see already the transformations there by working with those children, because they're able to work one-on-one and group. So we've seen that difference where prior they haven't had the opportunity to have as many staff. We have been to Bawindi home, and we've seen young children or young girls there, the education, and you can see the difference, the confidence. And again, with even the teachers that they have there, again, they put their heart and soul into everything, but there's more there. And we sat and we talked to the girls, and through all of what they've done, the progress has been these girls are thinking bigger. They want more because they're encouraged, they've got the support. So that's what I'm seeing, there's more of that, their vision. And then we went into the 2 brothels, and I will say it was confronting, but my goodness, the works that they're doing there, these women in the brothels, from my understanding, is why they're working in there too, is from what I found out yesterday, is from the age of 50 up. Those women, there is nothing there for them, and they're starting to understand that, so they want to be educated. So Shamta is a part of that program. So they're looking at literacy. I mean, we're talking about women in their 50s. Some of them do not know how to read and write. So they're looking at literacy. So, and then what they're doing is they're going through that process, and there's also micro businesses that we've seen. There are about 3 women in there, and I saw yesterday, my goodness, the passion, the confidence. They've started small, they now want to extend, but they know to extend their business and build, they know now the importance of the literacy, so they know how to work their monies, how to charge, how to give back change. And then we went to another home, and that was another group of women there, and these women started to share a little. And one of them, I can't remember her name in Indian, but I've now nicknamed her Miss Happy. She always smiles, always happy. But she actually shared with us that by becoming a part of the literacy, she now has respect for herself. She didn't have respect for herself. And through this course, she now does. And that other women were opening up and saying, this is what's happening. And now their vision is getting better. They want to have businesses. And also their children. They want to break that cycle, because if we don't participate as donors in some of these areas, those children are going to be forgotten. They're the most vulnerable. So if we can help break the cycle with these women, we can break that cycle. Those children won't get involved in those brothels. And at the end of the day, the purpose is to make a difference in children's lives. And they can't do it on their own. I can't do it on my own. Collectively as a group, we need to come together and see what we can all do.
Thank you so much, Karen. That's so good.